Right, I'm Taylor and I play in a band called The Days. This is Tagged Interviews and we support Team Evie Grace. How's it going, lads? You alright? I believe my friend Jenny's going to ask us some questions.
So, what's your role in the band?
I'm like the lead singer and the guitarist who doesn't really do anything technical. Like, I sort of like write the songs, write the words, like kind of just as a sort of foundation base, and then the other guys in the band, which is a guy called Noggy who plays lead guitar, bassist called Glenn, and a drummer called Bino, because he's an albino. They like sort of obviously like make the facade, this the song, you know, like I fucking write them and they dress them up. They're the musicians and I'm like, yeah.
So, what inspired the band name?
Well, we used to be in a band called Alcoholidays, which were relatively, sort of successful in a local sense, like Darlington band, or we played in the North East. But the lead singer was a sort of semi-professional snowboarder and he had other commitments, so we get a run of gigs together, like whereby like we do like, I don't know, a run of like 6 months where we're playing all the time, and then he'd fuck off for 6 months, and like we'd be like, oh man, like shit, we don't have a lead singer. And there was a couple of other guys that were also into that shit, so we basically sacked them off. And no band can survive the death of its lead singer and keep the same name or whatever, so we knocked a few band members off and knocked a few letters off, so went from Alcoholidays to The Days. And obviously like Alcoholidays is just like, you know, the holiday from existence that is alcohol and drug abuse. I did get it tattooed on my arm as well, which seems like a bit of a failure now, because obviously...
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't, because, you know, it's like a point in your life you don't want to forget, you know what I mean? It's nice in a way. I've got the new logo tattooed on me, but I didn't dare put The Days into it because I've learned from past fucking experience of, you know.
If you could choose any song in the world to collaborate with a well-known artist or band, who would it be and which song would it be?
Fucking hell.
It could be one of yours, or it can be...
You could have given
any
me
song.
You could have given me a little bit longer to think of this. I don't know, my favourite song at the moment is one by Python Lee Jackson, with Rod Stewart singing it, called In a Broken Dream. I don't know if you've heard it. It's like Rod Stewart isn't actually credited on the song. It was before he was famous, and he was a sort of studio session singer, and he features on this song by this Australian like sort of rock psychedelic kind of sounding band. And I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd like to collaborate on it, but I'd love to sing that song. I love the Rod Stewart growl, like the, every day I spend my time, you know, like that. He's got just a lovely growl on him, hasn't he, you know? Like, so I like that song. I'd like to do that. I'd let him meet Rod Stewart. I reckon me and him would get along quite well. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there would be any sort of lulls in the conversation.
If you were reincarnated as an ice cream flavour,
Fucking hell.
what would it be?
Well, the only one that I really like to eat is mint choc chip. Mint choc chip Viennetta, that's what I'd be. Multi-layered. There are many facets to my existence, so if we're looking at it on a metaphorical level, I'd be a fucking mint Viennetta.
What would you name the autobiography of your life, and why?
Sex, drugs, and bad role models.
That's really close to the girl, Hannah, that does this with me. Hers would be sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah, well, that's like sort of typical. I was trying to play on words, you know. But it was like, you know, like because like sex is obviously good fun. Drugs, I took a lot of them and decided that it was a bad idea a couple of years ago. Obviously, I still dabble a little bit, but you know, I don't smoke crack on a regular basis anymore. You can't be like, you have to get over these sort of little meanders in your life. But yeah, when I was a lot younger, like I have an older brother who was 10 years older than me. We shared a bedroom, so when I was 8, he was 18. So like, and that was like say 1994. So I was listening to like fucking Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Metallica, all the heavy stuff that he listened to, and I kind of got this romantic notion of what like, you know, drug use is and what stardom is and all that, and I really wanted to like be like that, and I followed this like childhood fantasy until I was about fucking 24. You know, just like taking drugs and being a ding, and but it all spiraled out of control, and I just had to fucking stop. So sex, drugs, bad role models. But I do love my brother, and it's not his fault. He didn't know what was going to happen. Sorry, Ben. I love you.
If you could punch any celebrity in the world and get no backlash for it, who would it be?
Bieber.
Everyone says
he's
Bieber.
A cunt. Bieber, because he's a cunt. Like, who was it? Orlando Bloom. I never particularly liked Orlando Bloom, like, prior to that event. But somebody needed to get fucking Justin Bieber by his scraggly little fucking neck and give him a good fucking smack in the moi. Basically. And I mean, that was the first one that sprung to mind. I mean, there's a fucking few. Who was that bitch that went out? Sorry, It's horrible to say in front of women. It was the girl that went out with Alex Turner. She models. Alexa Chung. She did my fucking head in when she was on the TV. I know you're not supposed to hit women, but I'd make an exception for her. Kick her right in the cheer.
Who in the band has the smelliest feet?
I've never smelled any of my band members' feet. I've never. In fact, I've only slept in the same bed as one of them, like, you know, top and tailed with one of them, like, because like two of the band are like, quite a bit younger than me, like, you know, we've only been friends for 4 or 5 years, and like me and Glenn have been mates since we were kids. I don't know. They're all quite well-groomed men, to be honest. Like, you know, nobody's like, as I said, you're allowed to sit on my guitar case because, you know, like personal hygiene and that. There might be a few specks of paint on it, but that thing is pristine. But no, I don't know. Fuck knows. Do you go around smelling your face for mates?
No, it's just, I don't know.
Oh, next question. Feet is just a dead topic, I reckon.
If you were forced to change your genre of music, what would you change it to?
Well, it's a tricky subject, really, because like we call ourselves a psych rock band, but the only thing fucking psychedelic about us is we have a wah-wah pedal. We're still playing fucking indie and Oasis songs and all that, but like that's what we're trying to do. I mean, the stuff that we listen to, like I listen to like Cream and Hendrix, bands inspired by them, like the Inspiral Carpets and Stone Roses, and new bands like Tame Impala, Pond and all that. We'd like to sound more like that, and we're looking to bring more synths and wah and levels of the sound to it. But unfortunately, due to money constraints, you need a lot of money to buy pedals and synths and chords, all that kind of shit. You know, we still sound like a sort of, we sound more like The Clash than we do what we listen to. But we are like kind of look to get into that more psychedelic edge, because that's what kind of inspires us. In spite of the fact we don't really take drugs anymore, any of us, like once you've kind of like had that sort of eye-opening experience of what psychedelia can do to your surroundings, like it kind of stays with you a little bit, and I think it kind of opens up your soul to a lot of new ideas. And that kind of music is like, I don't know, it kind of, they transient between each other.
What's on the top of your bucket list?
Oh, I don't know, man. My ex-girlfriend was a bitch, so find a new one. That's top of the bucket list. I'd be like, I'd hope to find a new girlfriend before I die. That'd be quite nice. Like, I'm 28, so I mean, you know, all being well, maybe 50 years, I might get lucky. And I mean, given that I fuck anything with a pulse, like, you know, the odds are probably in my favour. But sorry, I shouldn't be saying this shit on camera, should I? It's fucking just bad. But yeah, I'd like to do that before I die. And a nice girlfriend would be nice, you know, 2.4 kids, all that kind of thing. What else? I don't know, just like play our music to like a broader audience. Like, you know, the music industry, in terms of the money aspect, you know, it's dead, the internet's killed it, and I mean, that's a good thing in a way, because I mean, people are always going to have guitars, they're always going to have drums, they're always going to have basses, music's always going to be made, but it's took the celebrity out of it, so people actually have to put the fucking effort in to go out and do it now. So I mean, you know, we'll probably never play Nebworth or the main stage at Glastonbury, but you know, we play here today, we might get the Empire in Middlesbrough, then we might get somewhere good in Leeds, and just follow the train. I mean, it's become a hobby rather than, when you're young you think you're going to be the best band in the world, but there really is no such thing as the best band. It's just whatever an A&R man picks up as a trend, so you just got to do your thing and hope people respond to it, you know.
If you had to live without one of the following, which would it be? Your feet, your hands, or your right ear?
Oh, my right ear, easily. Because I could still walk, I could still wank, and I could still hear the band. Fuck it, you wanted an interview.
Have you ever embarrassed yourself on stage? With an example.
No.
No?
I don't think so, no. I don't think we've ever had a gig that's gone down badly. There's been gigs where I've lost my voice. I used to, when I was a teenager, be in a hip-hop group, so I used to MC. And there was times on stage, because I smoked so much and did various nefarious things, my voice would completely go. But as we were a two-man act, my sort of like, the other MC knew all my words, so he could just like take over, and I could just hype man in by just saying keywords and stuff, and the show would go on. And obviously when we were in Alcoholic Days, or well, I guess not obviously because you don't know anything about it, but our lead singer was very good, so I mean, I was like kind of the writing force and the driving force behind the band, but he was just a natural born showman. I'm a pretty shy person, really, like you know, like I've never really been totally embarrassed on stage, and now we've got this sort of like quite good band behind us. Like, I don't know, even if my voice breaks on stage, our guitar is so good that fuck it, I'll just stand at the back and let him play, just let him fucking mess on for a while, you know. I like the stage now. I almost feel more comfortable up there than I do off it because, you know, I don't know. What initially is your terror kind of becomes your comfort zone.
So we're going to do a quick fire round. So you're going to have 2, maybe 3 options. You just got to choose which one you prefer. Okay.
All right, go for it.
Right, tea or coffee?
Coffee, definitely.
The 1975 or Arctic Monkeys?
Arctic Monkey, definitely.
AC/DC or Guns N' Roses?
Guns N' Roses, but I do like AC/DC. Guns N' Roses live at the Ritz is one of the best concerts ever.
Love or money?
Oh, that's a fucking tough one. Love.
Nando's or KFC?
Nando's, definitely, because fucking fried chicken's horrible.
Morning or night?
Morning. I would have said night before, but like, as I say, I'm not like a fucking little drug addict anymore. So before, like, I'd, you know, like stay up all night and do horrible stuff, and now I get up at like 7 o'clock and go for a run. So like, you know, I like, yeah, morning's nice, morning's peaceful, morning's good.
Fruit or veg?
Veg, definitely.
Classical or metal?
You fucking kidding me? Metal, definitely. Like, I mean, I'm not a massive metal fan, but I mean, fucking classical music is music to fucking slay people to, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Ever since I watched The Clockwork Orange, it's like every time I hear Beethoven, I want to go and stab somebody. Yeah, classical music's horrible.
Kerrang or Capital?
As in radio stations?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Capital don't have a magazine, do they? See, I'm as old I am. Kerrang as a magazine. Kerrang, definitely. There'd be some more right tunes on there.
Football or rugby?
Football, fucking hate rugby, it's full of fucking posh cunts. Fucking full of Tories, hate Tories. Just got out of a relationship with a lass who was like fucking from a wealthy background, shall we say, and all their family were boxing in fucking rugby playing. So yeah, definitely football. Newcastle United, fucking come on.
Beans or spaghetti?
I prefer spaghetti, but I eat more beans because I'm poor. Ish. Even though spaghetti is not really that much more expensive, I do eat more beans because, like, you know, like you can just like. Oh, actually no, because I eat the beans with penne, which is technically spaghetti, just in a different shape. It's a combined answer there. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go 50-50 on this one. There's no leeway.
Ketchup or barbecue sauce?
Oh, ketchup, barbecue sauce is fucking horrible.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Ooh. Now, I'm not one of these like sci-fi wankers who are like, you know, proper in anything. Like, I'm not a geek, but I do like both of them. People, in fact, I might just say Star Trek because all my bastard mates have been calling me Mark Hamill, you know, Luke Skywalker, ever since I grew my hair longer. And a pack of bastards, do you know what I mean? Honestly, the amount of like horrible names I get called Jeff Brazier, you know, Jade Goody's ex, fucking Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, you laugh, fuck off. Yeah, and most recently Luke Skywalker. So I'll go with Captain Kirk because he's a charming man who charms the ladies with his asinine wit and, you know, all that kind of thing. And Spock's got cool ears.
Skittles or Haribos?
I don't like sweets. I don't eat sweets at all. If I had to go between the two, Skittles, because that guy makes everything disintegrate when he picks them up. Do you know they actually edited that advert because at the beginning it said, "You think it's that great when I pick up my child?" Then, you know, like it turns into Skittles. But they edited that out because I think maybe people complained and thought, yeah, this sort of mental imagery of somebody picking up their baby and it turned into a big pile of spilling Skittles in their hand was a little bit too strong for a pre-Watershed audience. Anyway, sorry, this is supposed to be quick fire, isn't it? Come on, quick, hit me.
Yes or no?
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm a yes man. Fucking, you know, I want to fucking, you know, like, jump in at the deep end. Give me it, you know, give me it all.
Scrunch or fold your toilet paper?
Fold.
Gryffindor or Slytherin?
I have no fucking idea what that means.
Harry Potter.
Fuck off.
1 or 2?
2. 2's even. 2's company.
Blue or red?
Actually, 2's company, but I'm always happy about myself, to be honest. Like, I have a girlfriend, and then, like, 3 weeks later, I'm like, oh, you're a bitch. I'm much happier as a 1. Honestly, you're going to have so many different angles of me that, like, yeah, I hope you've got my good side. You're giggling now, but you won't be if that video comes out bad. That's not a threat, by the way. I know you're only 16. That's horrible. I shouldn't have said that. Carry on.
Blue or red?
Blue.
Coke
Blue.
or Pepsi?
Definitely Coca-Cola.
Fanta or Tango?
Diet Coca-Cola.
Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, come again.
Fanta or Tango?
Fanta.
Deal or no deal?
I don't know why, I just like the name more. Deal or no deal? Or that is the question.
Yeah.
Deal or no deal? No deal, I'm not a gambler.
A, B or C?
Oh no, shit, deal. Because if it was no deal, you'd be going further in, wouldn't you? Deal. I'd definitely deal.
A, B or C?
B. No, A. Because A's the best.
A.
If you're talking in grades, like A's the best, and I'm the best.
Twitter or Facebook?
Definitely Facebook, Twitter's shy.
Spotify or Deezer?
Spotify.
Instagram or Snapchat?
Snapchat.
Food or sleep?
Ooh. Sleep. Do you know the song Rocks Off by the Rolling Stones? I only get my rocks off when I'm sleeping. It's very true some days. Some days are fucking horrible. The best thing about them is going to sleep, whereas food's just a necessity. Like, I could quite happily not eat all day unless my stomach told me you really need to eat. So, yeah, sleep. Sleep.
Radio or TV?
TV.
Dr. Pepper or Sprite?
Sprite, I think. Dr. Pepper's got vegetables in it, so you could argue it's more healthy. even with its 17 teaspoons full of sugar. No, Sprite.
Busted or McFly?
McFly, definitely. McFly had some great songs.
The Voice or X Factor?
Why are you asking me these things like I watch TV? X Factor, because, that had Cheryl Cole and Nicole Scherzinger on it, and I could probably watch it just to sort of like look at their shapely forms for an hour.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Oh, fucking hell, that's a tough one. Because, like, the burgers are better at McDonald's, but, like, the fries are all soggy, and Burger King fries are, like, nice and crisp. I don't know. I'm going to have to make a snap decision, aren't I? McDonald's. I'll go McDonald's for the burger aspect.
Last thing is, sign off however you want, and go mental.
Alright, well, I'm not very good at going mental. I'm better at answering questions. I play in a band called The Days. We're playing it a day at Scene. And hopefully, like, I've got a bit of a sore throat, hopefully the voice will win out. We're playing a lot more gigs over the course of the next few months. We've finally broken into Middlesbrough. We're playing at O'Connell's Bar. Sticky Fingers sacked us off because we wouldn't play with an acoustic set, so we're looking to play a mixtape. We've got another one in Borough, but I can't fucking remember what it is, and I'm supposed to be plugging myself. Where do bands play there?
I don't know, I haven't got a clue.
Q Bar in Stockton. We've got a lot of gigs anyway, and in Darlington the Forum Battle of the Bands, and also the SAS Bar all day on the 26th of this month, which is free. Come down, it's for CLIC Sargent, which is cancer charity for children. That's basically it. I'm Taylor, I'm from The Days. It was lovely talking to you.